Chicos y chicas, ¿recuerdan ellos? Do you remember these guys? Oh, that's right. Yeah, absolutely. We've got Magdalena and we've got Ronaldo. Yeah, well, it's time to meet them again. All right. So if we remember last time, we know that he was trying to get an email address from her for Paula. And he wanted to give that to his buddy Felipe. And that, of course, made her super upset because she was like, why the heck do you want her email? Why aren't you in love with me? All right. So he gives her the eye roll and he says, hey, por favor, dime el correo electrónico de Paula. Just is like, hand it over. You know what I mean? So then she finally breaks down and gives him the email address. But she still gets her evil idea to switch up within the email address the MA with the NA. This was what we did when we were learning our letters, right? So she makes the email address Paula Paula punto IRUNA, and she does an NA en vez de NA, which means that he gets the email address down wrong. And then when he calls his buddy Felipe, he answers and he says, okay, Felipe, su correo electrónico es Paula punto IRUNA arroba yahoo.com. So then he's like, yeah, you're the best. Okay. He sends her an email. He's a little upset. And that's where we left off. But now it's a little bit important to think about how we can use this a little bit moving forward. All right. So, what happens to our people after this? Well, we move into the present day, en el presente in San Juan, Puerto Rico. We've got Paula who's just thinking, estoy tan triste. No he oído de Felipe por meses. She's wondering, why haven't I heard from Felipe? It's been months and I haven't heard from him. She's upset. All right. Meanwhile, we've got over here her saying to herself, no, Paula, tienes que ser optimista. She's like, you know what? Forget it. You've got to be optimistic. All right. Now, as I present these, see if using these bolded words, you can kind of figure out what it is that I'm saying with things. So she's here in Puerto Rico and she's noticing some sexy dudes. All right. So she's like, you know what? Forget about him. Aquí estás en Puerto Rico y hay muchos chicos guapos, inteligentes y generosos. She's like, why am I worried about Felipe back home when I've got guys over here that are guapos, inteligentes y um, generosos? All right, so using our cognates, we can figure out that that's handsome, intelligent, and generous. She's like, you know what? I'm going to be fine. All right. She's like, si tuviera un señal, como un símbolo mágico. Oh, look at that. It looks like that. Just like that, there's an event for today. There's an event, and it says solteros y solteras, or single people, single ladies and single men. Look for your ideal matches. Out of all of the colors of the world, or sorry, out of the spectrum of colors, this one is the one that best defines you. Meaning, based on your magical color, all right, or the color that defines you, you can find your true love. She's so excited. She says, oh, wow, un evento para solteros. Y es hoy. Tal vez puedo encontrar mi amor verdadero. All right, so she's ready and she's going to go bop into the event, right? You can see that the event is this way. She says, okay, pues aquí está. Wow, estoy nerviosa. Can you guys guess what nerviosa means? Exactly. She's a little bit nervous. All right, so she walks into the event. She's nervous, but she's gonna make her way in. And when she gets inside, 2 hours later, she finds that wait, whoa. We've got Ronaldo and Felipe here too. And then over there, they're thinking, oh, no puedo creer que estemos aquí en Puerto Rico. Gracias por llevarte aquí, amigo. And he says, no hay problema, amigo. Okay. And then he's thinking this. Well, maybe now that I brought you here on vacation, you stop crying over Paula. All right. So what are the odds that they both end up in Puerto Rico? All three of them end up in Puerto Rico at the same time. They think that they're never going to hear from each other again. And yet, here they all are. Could it be fate? I don't know. So they're all here at this data palooza. And Paula's here, and she's going to figure out what's going on. So Sandra says, hola, bienvenida a tu color y tu amor data palooza. And she says, yo soy Sandra y tú eres Paula, no? And so Paula says, sí, mi nombre es Paula. And she says, perfecto. Para empezar, tú vas a tener que tomar este quiz para ver cuál es tu color. So she gives her a little quiz. And Paula's going to go take her ¿Cuál es tu color quiz? All right. Then Sandra tells her one more thing, and she says, El quiz nos ayuda a entender tu personalidad y hacerte un match perfecto. Meaning, the little quiz that she's going to take helps them understand her personality. And then using that information, it makes her a perfect match. All right. So if you want to, you guys, you can go ahead and scan this little link, and it can decide what your color is. All right. What your ideal match color is. It's just a little BuzzFeed quiz. But when we go through and do those answers, we get Paula's colors. All right. And I did this quiz for her. I answered as if I were Paula. And we find out that she is a verde. So she's a green. And so Sandra tells her, oh, excelente. Eso significa que eres ambiciosa, simpática, tranquila y atlética. All right. So she's ambitious, kind, calm, and athletic. That sounds like Paula. And then she gives her a green name tag and says, hey, write your name on here and let's go over to the green room and meet the other boys. So she's like, okay, well, I got to go meet someone new. I'm going to go on a date. So I'm going to go to the Verde room and I'm going to meet my new boyfriend. All right, when she gets in here, Nico is talking to her and he says, buenas tardes, bienvenida al cuarto de los verdes. So welcome to the green room. Yo soy Nico y voy a ayudarte a encontrar una pareja ideal. Oh, he says, I'm Nico and I'm going to help find you an ideal match. He says, vamos a analizar no solo lo físico, sino la personalidad que buscas también. And she says, me parece perfecto, como empezamos. So, meanwhile, here they are. And it turns out that Felipe is a verde as well. So he's also a green. What are the chances? They're still meant to be together, but they just will never know. Especially now that they don't know they're not both here. All right. So here's the deal, folks. Your job is to imagine that you are with these guys on their little dating journey. Okay. On their little dating journey. They're here at this Datapalooza and they're trying to find their perfect match. All right. I'm going to not reveal what happens next in the story. That'll be coming next week. Okay. So I'm knowing that they're trying to find their perfect match. You guys are really going to make the goal here of you guys have the goal of really putting all of the things that we've been learning together in one final assignment. All right, so you started here and you started with this video, and now it's going to be moving on to Mi Amor Verdadero Proyecto. So this project will be the last thing we do for Spanish, and it's the only focus you have for the next couple weeks. All right, so it wants you to use the things linked down below in the assignment to help you create a dating profile for one of our four characters. So you're going to either pretend that you are being Ronaldo, Felipe, Magdalena, or Paula, and then you're going to create their perfect match. All right. So you're not going to create a dating profile for them. You're going to create a dating profile for someone that they could fall in love with. And the nice thing is I've linked some examples down below. But it says here to use the project template to kind of help you know exactly what to do on each slide within the Google Slides presentation. All right. And if there's any clickable links inside of those slides, they can help you understand how to do things. So you started here with week 7, and now you're in assignment number 23, 23, Mi Amor Verdadero, which means my true love. And you're going to define for us in a little dating profile project what it looks like to be the true love of Paula or Ronaldo or Felipe or Magdalena. Okay. So you'll notice that I've linked these examples, but projects that plagiarize and simply just reuse what other projects have used will not receive any credit. Okay. You'll notice that in yours, where it says your work or my work, you have this Mi Amor Verdadero template. So that's the template that you're going to use to create this assignment. But I'm also going to show you really quickly what some examples of this have looked like in the past. So if you click into one of these, all right, you can see what all of those examples look like, and then you can use that to kind of create your project. All right. Have so much fun with this and make it a really, really cool thing. So after this group went through the whole template, they basically came up with this for their project, right? They've listed the person's name, their occupation, their cumpleaños or their birthday, and they've done all this information in complete sentences. Okay. It's really, really not that difficult, but you want to make sure that your presentation looks exactly kind of like this. All right. They've included what they like and what they don't like. And then at the very end, they have a video explaining what it's like or what they've said in all of the other slides. Okay. Now, what you'll notice is that in each of these slides, they're using the L or ella form. So if they're describing a boy, they're using L. And if they're describing a girl, they're saying ella. But then in their final video, it's almost like they're becoming that person. And then they use the yo form. Okay. So in this final video, Nils and Liam became Juanita Juan, which is the name of the person that they created for um, Ronaldo. Okay, this is Juanita Juan was the person that they created for Ronaldo, and then they become her in the final video. All right. So use these as an example of we can learn. Here's an example from just this year where Taya and Mesa became Sofia Lopez, which is the perfect match for our friend Felipe, who really just needs a break, you guys. He can't catch a break, right? So they created Sofia Lopez to be his perfect match. And they embedded a video of them talking as if they were Sofia Lopez on every single slide, which is really cool. Okay. So they talk about her occupation, they talk about her birthday, they talk about her how old she is, they talk about what she's like, they talk about what she's like personality wise, as well as what she likes and doesn't like. Okay. And then they have some blooper slides. Basically, they were able to do this because they used the template slide. So they use this template slide. And when we click into that, it looks just like this. And basically all you have to do, folks, is follow this through step by step. And you'll notice that I have these red boxes that say this slide can be deleted once you finish that part of the assignment. But when you follow through, you'll notice that the first thing you're going to need is to create a title slide. So you just simply add a title slide that's going to include this information. All right, it's going to have your group members' names. If you choose to work together, that's totally fine. Just make sure that you share your version of this document with whoever else you're going to be working with. Okay, make sure that you collaborate that way. Then you can just simply drag this circle to the person that you want to make a dating profile for. So if you want to make a perfect match for the crazy Magdalena, perfect. Draw the circle over her face. Or for Ronaldo, lazy boy, put it over his face. If you want to make someone for Felipe, you can draw that arrow and put it, or that circle and put it over the top of Felipe's face or Paula's face, whatever works. Okay. And then you're going to simply start by doing the writing stuff. So on the first slide, it looks like you have to include the person's first and last name in the L/A form. And then research the origins of their name by using that link. Whoa. So here, because there's a link on this slide, folks, that is something you have to interact with and use. Okay. So if this is the slide that gives you instructions, the very next slide is where you put in that information. Now there's another slide that gives you instructions. This is where you put in the information. Another slide with instructions. This is where you put in the information. Okay, it seems like a lot, but really, I think after we look at those example slides, it's not that bad at all. What I want you guys to focus on today is just digging in and seeing if there's questions that you have. Okay, if there are, reach out to me. We can hop on a Google Meet. We can get some practice, and I can help explain this assignment to you with more detail. But really, this template slide is meant to walk you through it step by step. Basically, what you get to do is have some fun creating a perfect match for either Paula, Felipe, Ronaldo, or Magdalena. At one point, you even get to create what the person looks like. All right, you get to create a little avatar for them by using this avatar maker. Let's say we want to make the perfect match for Felipe, or sorry, for Ronaldo, the lazy guy. All right, so we make him his lazy version of a girl. All right, and it doesn't really matter what we do. We can even make her have dark red skin, or maybe like that cool blue skin. Right, we can give her kind of a weird face shape, and we can make her have creepy eyes like this. We can have them look like that. We can change the color. We can have them look like that weirdish greenish color. Whatever we want to do. Right, the sky's the limit. Okay, you can have her have that kind of hair, whatever. Okay, and then when you want to add this to your slide, you're just going to download it as a PNG of that size, and then you can upload it to your own slide. All right. So you get to have some fun and just simply explore. I don't want to make this video too much longer, but if you read the instructions, you can figure this out and have a really, really fun time creating this project.